Alright, we're back with some more Quake. This time we got a speed map jam. SM226 Grisly Grottos. We got 10 maps in copper that are based on E1M4, the Grisly Grotto. 10 maps plus a start map. The diving gear there. The post for this jam said the diving gear was from Jewel, but I feel like there's like 3 different mods that have diving gear in it. I know Arcane Dimensions also has diving gear, but I guess the Jewel diving gear increases your swim speed as well, so maybe it's slightly different. I think it's the same model though. Anyways, I like the start map. This looks nice. I like that swim speed increase too, that's nice. Swim pretty slow in Quake, so... Let's see, how do we get up there? Over here maybe? Yeah, over here. I think this is probably Nightmare difficulty, which we're not playing on, but I know it's just hard. I know where Nightmare is. Guess I'll leave that to you, the viewer, to find. I'm just gonna be doing normal here. We got 10 maps. I guess the rest are... Where are the other maps? Just 10? Oh, they're upstairs, okay. Anyways, let's get going. Pretty cool. I like the lights. The candles here look really nice. Sometimes candles can end up feeling a little bit dull, but like these ones kind of give off like a nice little extra, like really warm kind of glow to them. They look pretty good. Got some scuba gear. I assume that's where the next button is. I like the sky here too. I like how these kind of go off into like you can sort of see the sky up there, but it's like so far up that it kind of just looks like a void. Good use of like fog. Very atmospheric so far. Some fish. Well done. Some Z-clipping going on here. His eyes red a second ago. I'm seeing shit. Scuba gear is wearing out. It's one thing I don't like about this scuba gear compared to the, I guess the Arcane Dimension scuba gears. I think the Arcane Dimension one is like a permanent power-up. Guess I don't really need it right now, but it's nice to have. No secrets, okay. Oh, that was cool. Okay, I think I'm gonna die. Yeah, that's unfortunate. It's the, let's just start fresh. It's the, that damn spawn that got me. Nail gun. Oh, it's underwater. Those guys. I'm honestly only vaguely familiar with E1M4. I mentioned this on these streams a lot, but I haven't really spent a lot of time playing the like the base Quake episodes or like the original kind of Quake episodes. I'm not really that big of a fan of them. I think they're okay, but I'm more like what got me into Quake was Arcane Dimensions and like all the custom stuff that has come with that. This looks nice though. Like all the brushwork here and stuff does like a really good job emulating that kind of classic Quake look. Let's quick save just in case. I like how that wall, I like stuff like that where like the wall kind of falls back and you get like a little shortcut or whatever. There's an area like that in the Fire Blue Jam that I played fairly recently. This room is okay. I always like rooms that have like some kind of hazard you have to dodge, but that's not like, won't instantly kill you. So like it's a good use of acid. I just wish that like, maybe the nails were kind of unnecessary, because you get these, you get the scrags and you get the knights that come at you, and I think this room might have been more interesting if there was just more platforms to kind of hop around on to fight the enemies. I guess this platform doesn't have, I guess the nails aren't, okay. Kind of between the platforms, so I could have, yeah, see, it's kind of a perception thing. I thought this nail launcher here shot this platform, but it actually doesn't. Either way, I like the concept. Oh shit, I gotta get going. I like the concept here. Okay. I like the fucking spawns, man. I like the concept. I think it needed to be executed slightly better. Rocket launcher, alright. I should have saved some of those, but it's okay. This is the wrong way. Let me go get the... There's an oxygen tank down here. Scuba tank. There we go. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Okay. Just trying to get rid of that forward projectile. shit. Should have enough nails for these guys. There we go. I was expecting a shambler or something back here, but nope, that's all the monsters. That was pretty good. Nothing amazing. Good brushwork though, good atmosphere. I like the candles. Thank God that the that this jam includes that scuba tank, or those underwater sections would have been pretty painful. I thought that acid room could have maybe just like, I don't know. I feel like it maybe need to either choose like, do you want to do like a platforming thing where you gotta like time your jumps to the nails, or do you want to do like a combat thing where you kind of have to like platform and do combat? I feel like having like, it's like a pick two situation, right? Where it's like you have combat, platforming, and like the environmental hazard, and it's just like pick two of those. Otherwise, pretty fun map. Fortunately, this start map does not tell you what maps you've completed, but that's okay. We're gonna go clockwise here. There's not too many maps anyways. Oh yeah, one thing I guess I forgot to mention about that last map is it wasn't I liked how it wasn't very flat. And I only bring that up because as soon as I start this map, it's like it's very flat feeling. Like this room is completely flat. This is just like a big flat area. Like that last map had like a lot of good brushwork to kind of break up the areas and whatnot. And I guess there's nothing wrong with being flat, especially if you're trying to emulate the original like kind of Quake style, or like the id style of Quake maps. I like these windows here. It's kind of cool. It's like the 3 different colors. Interesting. So we come back here. Yeah, this map has like large swaths of just like big flat area. I feel like there could have been a little bit of height difference, like even if it's just like cosmetic, just like changing the height in like the floor texture as well here. This is just like huge areas of just like flat, just like completely flat. Like this room could have been like slightly lower and then have like a different floor texture or something. I don't know. It's nice to jump around. How many monsters? Oh, there's only 29. Okay, this is pretty quick map here. Fishies. I expected something to happen when I grabbed that key, but I guess not. Surprised that there wasn't a shambler. So again, I'm not like super familiar with the original Quake maps, but I'm pretty sure like this room here, which is, I distinctly remember a room like this being in the Grisly Grotto, if it's the map that I'm thinking of. I remember there being a shambler in here, so I'm surprised at 2 maps now with no shamblers. Maybe it was on like the really hard skill or something. Oh, hey, speak of the devil, you shall appear. Okay, well, I kind of unintentionally cheesed the shambler out here. That's unfortunate. there's a really easy fix to that, and that it's like once you come up here and grab, like as soon as you grab the key, just have these stairs like depress into the ground. Honestly, this whole like platform up here maybe should be made a little bit deeper, and then just have it all just like fall into the ground, at, like, you know, so you're at ground level when the Shambler spawns, because otherwise you can like do silly stuff like that. That wasn't even intentional. I didn't mean to do that. It was just kind of got boxed in that corner, and then the Shambler got stuck there. I just missed all my nades. There we go. Kind of a decent map. I don't think that map was bad. I think some of the scaling was a little bit off. But again, maybe they're just trying to go for that kind of classic id style, where like the maps were kind of a little bit more like bigger and chunkier and flatter. Trying to kind of imitate that. Whereas the previous map, I think, kind of went for that like look and feel, but kind of updated it for more of how Quake maps look now, with like more variation in like height in the floor and whatnot. So yeah, these maps were also, I should mention, these maps were also made in like 60 hours too, so it's hard to like judge them too harshly. Okay, visibility ring. Not really sure what the point of that ring was. Just an air pocket. Any secrets? One secret here. Okay. Some armor. I think the copper mod has destructibles. Yeah, I don't know what the point of that invis ring was. It might just be a reference to the original map. Maybe there's like an invis ring early on that you can get. Nothing really happened there gameplay-wise. It's a pretty cool room. I like the cage up there. Like a shark cage, kind of reminds me of like Half-Life when you meet the Theosaur. These mappers and their spawns, they really do love putting surprise spawns in your face. It's pretty clever. I like this. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. The little elevator there where you gotta, it's kind of almost like a little puzzle kind of area. That's cool. Gotta go, like, open up the button and shoot it through the grate. Oh, that's a lot of shit in that room. Oh, let's show this map 53. that Vor out. Some ammo. That was a lot of monsters. Not sure if I was a fan of that encounter. That was like just way too many monsters all at once. And I didn't really feel like I interacted with them. I just kind of shot nades through this door here. And the Vors were just kind of up there. Like, I didn't really... I think that's one thing I kind of talk about with, like, these fights. Is, like, I don't like fights where you don't, like, actually engage the enemy. Like, I wasn't, like, dodging the Vor projectiles in a meaningful way or anything like that. I was just kind of, like, I'm back here. I'm just shooting into the room. And then once I cleared out all the fodder, I kind of just cheesed the Vors out. I feel like it's one of those situations where it's like, yeah, see, this is a better example right here, right? It's like, you get the knight there, you're fighting the knight, and then boom, door opens, Shambler comes in. Now I'm engaging the Shambler. And the mapper very smartly put a pillar here that the player can kind of dance around. Honestly, they probably could have put like a couple knights back here too, like it's not just the Death Knight. They probably could have put like maybe 2 Death Knights or something. But yeah, like that's like a really good show, like a really good example of like 2 back-to-back encounters of like the difference in quality. This looks bad. This should be pressed into the wall. Having this like flush with this texture doesn't look good. But like that was a really good encounter with the Shambler, and it's like a stark contrast to that last one where I just didn't engage any of those knights whatsoever. I am low on nails. Do I just cheese out the Yeah, I'm just gonna... Oh, there's 2 of them down there? Jesus. Yeah, I don't... Kinda low on ammo here. I think we're close to the end, though, so I'll just... Oh, I'm gonna get hit. Oh, there's a... Use now or save for later. I think I'm close to the end, so let's use it now. That was pretty fun. I like the little tower with the cage elevator. That was cool. I like the Shambler fight. I wasn't a fan of that room with all the knights and the Death Knights and stuff. That was just one of those encounters where it was just like, I can go back into the other room and just spam nades in there and kill everything. I definitely think, like, in Quake maps, you want players to actually be engaging with enemies. You want them to be, you know, running away from melee enemies. You want them to be dodging projectiles. You want them to actually, like, have to, like, move around and dodge attacks and whatnot. If the player can just, like, back way up and snipe with a, you know, a nail gun or, like, just launching nades or whatever, I don't think that's very fun. So we did this one, and this one. Oh, there's the Nightmare Select. 2 small enemies, 2 secrets here. I'll go back and check that water out in a second. There we go. A little yellow or green armor down there. Kind of like a weird reddish glow out here. Kind of like it. Just gives it a little more atmosphere or something. Really use a scuba tank about now. I think I've ever gibbed a fish before, or if I have, I don't remember doing it. Anything up here? Just for air. Yeah, I feel like this could really use that whole section could have used a scuba tank, I guess. I don't know. could have affected pacing. I could see that being an issue. Which I'm kind of not a fan of the... I guess they're using the Jewel scuba tank, according to the post for this jam, so... they should have just used the Arcane Dimensions one that allows underwater breathing. Alright. Good brushwork in here. It's kind of what I'm saying is, like, this is a good example. This is like a... Again, you can't judge any of these maps too harshly, given the time frame, but this is like a pretty good example of, like, updating the, like, the classic Quake look with kind of more depth. You know, you don't have large swaths of, like, really flat areas. You got a lot of just, like, height variation, a lot of angles, a lot more depth in kind of, like, the beams and stuff. Like, good brushwork. It's a classic little, I feel like I've seen a lot of these. I don't want to stay in this room too long because it's loud as fuck, but I feel like I've seen a lot of these encounters where it's like you get the spiral kind of crescent moon room, or like I guess the curved staircase, like the crescent moon staircase, and there's like an ogre in like the middle there. I've seen a lot of rooms like that. That was a unique twist on it though with the nails. That was nice. Good, like, layering. Don't have to, like, backtrack a bunch. Just go down right here for the gold key. Here are those fishies. That's convenient. I found the second secret yet. I think we're at the, nearing the end here. Yeah, there we go, there he is. I guess you go back that way if you want to explore. It was pretty good. Again, good brushwork. Pretty good encounters. Again, it kind of did a really good job updating that kind of old Quake style, just adding a lot more kind of depth to the, maybe depth's not like the right word, but it just like adds more detail to like the environment with like more brushwork. It doesn't, the walls and the pillars and all the structures, all the brushwork kind of pops more than kind of like the original Quake does. It's not as flat. The first map also did that really well. Honestly, this jam is way better than the last one I played, and they only had 60 hours for this one. The last one they had like a week or something, and some of those maps were just, I don't know what was going on there. Oh, this is different. Okay. This is like a tech-based thing going on here. That wasn't much of a secret. I think I crushed somebody with the elevator. That was cool, though. Oh, okay. I see what we're doing. That's creative. Oh, yeah. I'm about this. Kind of a lame secret. Yeah, this is cool. So this mapper kind of is taking a like a tech-based twist on this on the Grisly Grotto, which is usually more of a I saw the blood. I'm just like, secret, maybe. So first map so far to give me the oh shit. You know what? Whatever. Just tank that one. It's fine. Let's go check out the water over here. Yeah, this is cool. I like this this tech-based twist on this map. It's very very neat. I think I ever really. It's like different than all the other maps so far, which all kind of went for the same kind of classic kind of swampy castle feel. There's a little bit of that. That's an encounter you don't you see every now and again, and I actually kind of like, especially when it's done well, where it's like, so there's no cover out here, right? Shambler comes out this door, you kind of just have to stay back here. This is the only cover you have, but you're kind of under a time constraint because once the Shambler gets here, you're boxed in, right? So I like encounters that are kind of like that, where you got enemies coming at you and you have a limited amount of time to attack them before you're in a really bad spot. Enemies are left. A little over 10. So I think this is a thing from Grisly Grotto too, if I remember right. These little like buttons here. I'm pretty sure, maybe not Grisly Grotto. I think it's one of the id original id Quake maps has something like that. There we go. Not a secret. Where you have to push buttons and there's nails that'll shoot at you if you step on them. Over here. Oh shit. Oh, kill these guys on the way out. There we go. That was cool. I like that. That was a a nice twist. All these other maps kind of have around this roughly the same theme. And then kind of doing a tech-based version of a Grisly Grotto type map. It's pretty cool. Yeah, these maps have all been pretty good so far. I don't understand, that last jam that I played, there was some real questionable stuff in there. And then I get to this one, and it's just yeah, these were all made in 60 hours. I don't know where these people were for that reload jam. But they, I don't know, the talent came out for the Grisly Grotto, I guess. The reload jam was pretty rough. Cave in some fishes. Alright. Got a flat box. There's a hole in the wall. The hole looks kind of nice, at least. Like the cobwebs. Out here. Yeah, maybe it's 36. Okay. Again, if you're gonna have like these big swimming sections, I wish these mappers would just give me the scuba tank. I thought something was gonna happen when I grabbed that shotgun. It had all the cool presentation on the super shotgun here with like the candles around it. I feel like this could have been elevated a little bit. This floor is like really flat. Like prop this up like a little bit, because I see what they're kind of going for. It's like a little shrine around the super shotgun, which is cool. I just needed to have a little bit more to it. So far, this map kind of feels like the biggest departure from the Grisly Grotto map. Like a lot of the this guy come from? Not even. A lot of the other maps kind of had like elements taken from the Grisly Grotto. Whereas this map is just like really just doing its own thing, which isn't bad, mind you. Just it's interesting. That was easy. Fuck off. No. That was okay. That map more so than the others was kind of just doing its own thing. It took like very very broad strokes of like, okay, what is the Grisly Grotto? It's swampy. It's got some water sections. Okay, let's do that. There was no like, 'cause a lot of the other maps you're kind of seeing some like repeating elements, and I'm kind of noticing some things that are in the Grisly Grotto like the original map. And then this is just like, nope, we're just doing our own thing with this kind of swampy castle theme. So, I don't know, it was okay. So what map was that? So now we're going counterclockwise. No, what was that? No, are we going clockwise still? Nope, okay, we're going clockwise still. That was just rude. An interesting way to kind of put you in the map. I kind of like that. I just wish you didn't fall on a pile of rocks. I wish there was like a water here or something. I don't know. Secrets. 2 secrets. If there's anything down here. Go through again real quick. I'd like some health, or a nail gun would be nice. Some nails up there. I don't know how the hell you're gonna get up there though. Maybe. No. There we go, that works. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That was fine, I guess. It's really short. I don't really have much to say about that one. Again, 60 hours. Which is not a lot of time. It's a little less than 3 days. Tim's Penerated Grotto. Okay. Ooh, hey, this looks cool. I like those. I don't know what the little tridents or whatever. Looks nice. Hold on. There's maybe secrets up here, I think. Yeah. So there's a. I don't know how you get up there exactly. Do some serious platforming to get up there. Maybe you circle back around. How many oh my god, there's 179 monsters here. Okay, it's like a full-ass level. This is cool though, this looks really good. I assume, I would be really surprised if this was made within the, this isn't to insult the author or anything, but I know sometimes with these map jams, you can kind of tell, like, this was like I say this a lot, but it's like, with these map jams, you can kind of tell, like, sometimes the maps are like, you know, the author's been kind of, like, plucking away at them for a little bit. You know what I mean? It's just like, I've had this on the back burner for a while. We'll finish it up and we'll put it in the speed map jam. And it's like some big elaborate map, you know? Not a bad thing. It's like there's no competition here. They're not breaking the rules or whatever. It's just, I just find that a little bit funny. Oh, wow, it's a lot of monsters. That is a lot of fucking knights. Holy shit. Okay, we're just gonna leave. We're just gonna let those guys hang out back there. Let's go see what's in the silver key door. Oh wait, did I not grab the silver key? Shit, I don't think I did. Alright, it's fine. I'll kite these guys. I don't think I have enough ammo to kill all these knights. That is a lot of knights all in one room. Maybe this isn't a large level. They just put a lot of knights in one room for whatever reason. Yeah, that was probably like too many monsters all at once. I think if there was like a quad in here, you maybe could have did like a quad run where you just like blast a whole bunch of knights. I think without that though, that was just like way too much stuff coming at me all at once. So let's go check out down here. Also, was there even a reason? I guess there was like a super shotgun down here, right? That's why I came down. Passages opened. Okay. Oh, and then there's a secret GL. Yeah, so I feel like either you do one of two things with a room like this. If you're gonna have all these enemies, either one, you give the player the grenade launcher right off the bat. Two, give the player a quad damage coming in the room and kind of make it like a big gauntlet. Just like throw a ton of shit at the player and they have quad and you gotta clear it all out before quad runs out. Three, have it be a layered fight. You know, have these doors like, you know, you come over, you know, you come in the room first and you get like that door opens and there's a couple knights and you got the ogre. Then you come over here and then these doors open, you fight these guys, and then come up here, these doors open, you fight these guys. Have it just be like a layered sort of situation. You could even have it be a timed thing, right? I've seen one encounter that I don't see a lot that I kind of like is a timed encounter where it's like, so you come in the room and all the doors are opening, and it's like, you know, hurry up and, you know, race the doors or whatever. So it's like the doors are slowly opening and they all have like 5 knights in them. So you kind of come to door 1, you clear these guys out, then door 2, so you're kind of racing to kill the guys, or maybe you're racing to the end of the room to get a quad or something. I guess the point I'm getting at is there's a lot of cool things you could have did with this room, and they didn't really do any of that. They just kind of, I don't know, it was just like, I don't know, here's a bunch of knights all at once. Something to think about, though, I suppose. Wasted a nade there. Yeah, this room seems a little too large. I don't know why we need to go down like 17 flights of 17 ramps or whatever. It's a bit excessive. Oh yeah, this is really excessive. This is just like one of those scale things. Like you don't need this. Like this is just unnecessary, you know. Look at how many like floors there are. Just let those guys duke it out there. I like how the winners of the infighting from this last room are like coming out here to fight me. It's pretty funny. There we go. I think that's everything. Yeah, this room is just excessive. I don't know why this needs to be like so ginormous. This room's cool. I really like these trident things. These are like really they stand out. They look nice, even though they're like really simple brushwork. Just like placing them around gives like the level a lot of character. You know, like those are gonna be like one of my takeaways from this map. You know, it's like, oh yeah, the map with the tridents. Did you see that last second juke of the nade? That was crazy, man. How do you get to that? Figure out how you get to that. Penta up there. Not that I really need it, but. Like you have to do some like crazy. I think this map was made by somebody who like kind of knows a lot about Quake movement. They're just, unless I'm just like seeing things, I feel like this map was made by somebody who likes to do like defrag type stuff. And I just see like ramps everywhere. All right, let's check down here first. Ooh. LG, take that. Oh wow, 13 secrets. I guess it's a pretty big map. Alright, here we go. Got a map sanctioned quad run. Oh boy, that hurt. There we go. for those goobers to show up. Just gotta be careful when using rockets in quad. You can kind of fuck yourself up. So, I got this now. There we go. Let's go back and grab some health. Quick save real fast. About to ask for a scuba tank. Thank you, map. Oh, yeah, I forgot I had a lightning gun. I probably should have just used my LG there. Whatever. Oh, mega down here. All sorts of goodies. Anything up here? Some cool. I like the brushwork, like the rock formations in this map. They're pretty simple, a little bit flat, but they look kind of nice. Have like a charm to them. Some extra rockets. Map sanctioned lightning gun. That's pretty uncommon. When I say map sanctioned, by the way, if it isn't obvious, I mean like a lightning gun that you're kind of supposed to collect, like a very obvious one, as opposed to, you know, usually like lightning guns and quad damages are hidden away in little secrets. This is a cool room. I like this. Yeah, see what I'm saying? I'm like 90% sure somebody, whoever was making this map, knew a lot about Quake movement. All these ramps all over the place. Anything else in here that I missed? Some health up there. Not good enough to, I'd have to rocket jump up there. That was a cool map. Couple rough areas, but, like, pretty impressive, assuming they did this map in... Assuming they did this in a 60-hour period, pretty impressive, like the scale of it. The only area I didn't like was this one right here, with the really tall, like I was gonna say elevator. I guess it did have an elevator in it. But the one with like the room with all the ramps that takes you down, did not care for that. I think it was just a bit excessive. Everything else though was pretty good. Not bad. Missed a lot of secrets. Again, I feel like that mapper, I think they're kind of tuned in to like how Quake movement works. There's a lot of ramps, a lot of little areas, and I'm like, if I knew how to get up there, there's probably a secret for me. Anyways, we got 2 maps to go, so let's keep it moving. Enemies here, 53. Grab the ammo. Or if this map's gonna be entirely underwater, that'd be pretty cool. Again, I kind of like time. I think time restraints are a little. You don't see a lot, but I think it's pretty cool mechanic in Quake. you're on the clock. You know, your biosuit's gonna run out, or your oh, that was cool. We're running out from the water here. Or like in this case, you know, the oxygen tank is gonna run out. Stuff like that. Anytime you're on the clock, makes for some decent gameplay. Arena here. I like that with these blocks. I don't even know if is this okay. I think it's a way. Let's double back for a second. Did I miss anything? Nope, we're good. I'm saying this is kind of what that last map should have did. Like, that was pretty satisfying. Even if it's not challenging per se, like just blowing up a big group of knights with a couple nades is very satisfying. Oh, nope, we're still going. You know, I was expecting a spawn at the end. I like that. And then the, oh, that's cool. That's the exit right here. You can go back through it if you want. It was a good map. I don't really have a lot to say. Some good encounters there. I don't know, it's fun. It's short to the point. Alright, last map. So far I really like this gem. I actually like this gem way more than Reload Gem. Like, these maps are all like pretty... This is different. These maps are all pretty, like, quality-wise, like, fairly similar. Like, they're all pretty close to, like, you know, they don't dip. There's like a better average quality in this jam compared to Reload Jam. Reload Jam was pretty rough. There were some maps in there that were just like unplayable. Even the ones that like weren't broken. But this is great. This is very different though. This is like, I don't know what's going on here. It's like some snow coming down. This texture is new. Okay. How many monsters? 60? Oh wow, okay. It's like a pirate, like a Viking ship over there? I feel like this area is kind of too big. Yeah, this area is like way too big. They could have shrank this down by quite a lot. Like I know they wanted to make a cool cave with the ship in it, but unless your ship is like the giant ship. So when I think of a cave with a ship in it, I'm always reminded of. Hold on. Where are these guys making too much noise? I'm always reminded of the Dead Mines from World of Warcraft. If you're unfamiliar with that, it's like a low-level dungeon in World of Warcraft. And at the end of the dungeon, you go into a big cave, and there's this giant pirate ship you have to get on top of and fight pirates and stuff. But to have this giant cave and then just like the little rinky-dink like Viking ship in the middle is kind of just like, you could have made this whole area a lot smaller. There's no reason it had to be this big. I'm not a fan of the textures they used. they kind of clash with each other, like really hard. Yeah, like see that looks real bad. That harsh line. These textures too are like more modern textures. I've seen these used in other maps. These like this texture here and like these textures. I think these are like more modern textures, and they just clash with like the classic Quake textures. That was pointless. You could have just had this bridge extended. I don't know why I had to hit the 2 buttons. Okay. This takes me all the way up there. Where does this take me? Hell's out here. Let's go back up that elevator, see what's going on over there. Oh, the elevator didn't come back down on its own? That's not great. That did something, but I don't know what. That hurt. I feel like the more I play this, the more I'm kind of thinking this is like somebody's first map, so I don't know. I don't want to be too mean. I think they kind of fell into the classic trap of just making their map too grand. And I'm going to give out the advice that I give to every time I see what I perceive as somebody's first map, or like one of their first maps. Think small. Think real small. Which I know maybe sounds like demoralizing or something, but it's just like if you think like in this terms of these big, like huge scale, you just end up with this big empty cave that's just kind of like, oh, there's like a rinky-dink ship in the middle. It's just like, think smaller scale, right? Think of like really well-designed rooms to like move through. Having these like big areas like this doesn't look like, again, I don't want to be mean, but this doesn't look good. Like this is just like, I mean, it looks, I guess this cave area kind of looks fine. It seems like this is where the most, like the bulk of their work went into. But like you come over here, like this looks bad. This is just like a box. This is also a box. Out here you come to another box. It's just like, it's all boxes, and it's like, it's very clear that they just kind of worked on this cave, and then everything else was just like, we're running out of time, we just gotta hurry up and throw something together. So yeah, I think, especially with these jams where you're limited on time, think small scale, right? This also just really, I mean, it's cool to think outside the box, but this, maybe should have taken more inspiration from the original id map and made something more in that map's image than kind of going off the rails and making whatever this is. And it's just, yeah, I don't know. A lot of first-time mappers just fall into the, like, I'm going to make a big grandiose map, and then it just ends up being like a bunch of like big empty boxes that aren't particularly fun to play through. You know, you know, the last map also kind of felt a little like, you know, it was a little flat in some areas, but like some of the encounter design was like well thought out. But this is just like a rectangle room, right? This is a rectangle. This is a rectangle. There's nothing. There's no cover in these rooms. There's no height variation. I would rather play a short map that has like 2 or 3 like really well-made rooms and like a couple thought-out like encounters. Like really think about how the player is going to engage the enemies, how they're going to interact with the map, like what secrets might they find, than like this giant box. So this is all just pointless. This is just like a waste. Anyways, let's get in the boat and finish the map. There's a few enemies on the way out. Yeah, like, I feel like this mapper just, like, they thought of this sequence first with, like, the boat. Unless something crazy is about to happen. There are, like, 40 monsters left. No, I think this is just the end of the map, right? Oh, no, okay. Alright, there's a little bit more. Oh, there's more boxes, okay. There's fiends in wide open areas. These fiends sure are hard to deal with. I have all this space. They're really tough. I'm getting mean. I don't mean to be mean, but it's just like... It's just, yeah, like, this is too much. This is too big. Unless you're, like, an expert. This airlock thing is really weird, too. I don't know why this works this way. You know, unless, like, you're really know what you're doing, and I mean really know what you're doing. Like, in some of these map jams, just take smaller scale. Just, like, scale it all back. You know? Come up with, like, a few good, really well-designed areas, and, I think that's just so much better than just making, like, a big box. I'd rather play a map with, like, 20 monsters that, is, like, really well thought out than a map with 60 monsters where there's just, like, rectangle rooms everywhere. Also, yeah, like, the clashing of, like, the textures here was also, like, pretty rough. Like, you either need to stick to all new textures or, like, go full-on, like, classic id textures. Mixing the id style textures with, like, kind of new rock textures and stuff just looks really wonky and kind of out of place. Unless, again, you really know what you're doing. Anyways, this has been a pretty good jam. I think overall the map quality was really high here. I'm actually kind of surprised given the time constraint that these mappers had. That was 10 maps, right? Yeah. 5 down here. Okay, yeah, that was 10. Yeah, some really high quality stuff in here, surprisingly. For a jam where the mappers had 60 hours, there's some good maps in here. It's a nice little playthrough. It took me about an hour to get through this, so yeah, it was like playing through a nice little episode. Definitely check this one out. It's a nice little quick playthrough, and there's some cool maps in here. Anything else? Not really. I think that's about it. Pretty good jam. Pretty fun. Nothing that like blew me away, but just I don't know, some good maps, some good well-made maps across the board. As always, thanks to all the mappers for putting this together and making the maps. And yeah, that's it for me. Thanks for watching. GG's.